On the show, it's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Bailey Falter. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, but I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Kicks and fires. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. McCutchen makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's a Mets lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. McCutchen squeezes it. That's out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
The line to kick the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Banks off the wall. Lindor around second, headed for third. The relay throw in there safely.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a foul ball.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
And a pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
And he deals. Up and in. And a count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The 1-2. And another ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here with my pal Singy. And taking the ball for the Mets, Adrian Hauser. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Marte makes the play. One away. Here's the Pirates lineup now. Siggy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Ryan Reynolds here, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. There's a strike. Hauser, in his 6th season, he features a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. The 0-1. And that one sliced foul. Oh, 2 now.
Ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. McCutchen at first. One gone. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
O'Neal Cruz in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ripped on a line. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1 but 2 runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
And now Connor Joe. And that one fouled off. Out to short. Toss to Alonso. And that's the inning. Pirates strand a couple. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. And here's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Falter back to work. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. Left field. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now Bader up to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In for a strike. 0-1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a base hit. Around third. Fires it to the plate. He'll score and the Mets take the lead. 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Ball one there.
1-0.
Next offering is down low. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. There's the strike. And a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. And that just misses.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
At the belt and fires. He goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
And here is Brett Beatty on the outside corner. Strike 1. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Joe to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Bottom half of inning number 2 at the plate for Pittsburgh. Liover Peguero. The pitch. Check swing, no appeal. And that one fouled off. And now 1-2.
1-2.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
Fastball for a strike.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Righty delivers. Swings and misses. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Edward Olivares. Wouldn't chase that time. The 1-0.
2-0.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Move to first. Aguero back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The 2-1. In the air to left center. Sizing this one up. Bader makes the grab.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Falter.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bailey Falter. That's in there. It's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Aguero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Got him swinging. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 1 and the Pirates nothing. Back here at PNC Park. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Adrian Hauser. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 the count. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up to hit. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. One out, base is empty. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1.
No,
just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is out of here. He sends it out of here. His 7th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Lindor retired. And that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the third baseman, number 19.
The third baseman.
It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Next pitch is downstairs.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And another ball. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. A wind in the pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one in the air, right field. Marte pulls it in on the run. Oh, he throws it away.
Now batting, left field.
Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 1. That clips a corner. The Pirates down by a pair here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And the runner stays where he is. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Slice the other way and foul. The Pirates trailing by 2 here in the second game of the series. Next offering way off the plate. Two outs. Little chopper rolls foul. And the right-hander deals. The shortstop takes a ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Left-hand hitter waits. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got it by him for the K. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. Falter back to work. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
The lefty fires. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one fouled off. Nimmo, 31 years old, And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Here comes the 0-1.
No.
Good eye in that spot.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That's outside. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And here it comes. Ground ball, could be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Harrison Bader up now for the Mets. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So man aboard, Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit.
No.
And that misses off the outside edge.
1 ball, no strike.
The pitch. And that one clips the corner. Man on second, 2 down. And that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 3-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Swings through that one out in front that
No
time.
ball, 1 strike.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th at the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Strike.
Grounder off the pitcher. Fires to first on the run. Just got him on that one. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Liover Peguero will hit next. And he's already singled in this game. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Davis in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Bounce to third. Baden tossed to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's the pitcher, Adrian Hauser. The line to kick the pitch. That one's in there. Strike one. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Johan Oviedo loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Ortiz getting cranked up as well. And it's even up. That clips the corner. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Starling Marte. And takes low for ball one.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Wouldn't chase that time. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
Full count.
Kicks and fires. Now fly ball to right center. McCutchen after it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. He's already homered in this game. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Mets go down quickly, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at PNC Park, now it's going to be Edward Olivares. And the right-hander back to work. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
You know, these Pirates just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 1 out, the base is empty for him. Strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
The Mets leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the third baseman. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Lindor over to second, and that's 2. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. A new pitcher in the game, Johan Oviedo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2.
Francisco Lindor.
The wind of the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Next offering misses. Ball 2. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Righty to the plate. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right-handed reliever. A sliding stop. The throw. Got him. Nice play.
Well, Berg, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Here's Pete Alonso. Strike 1.
0-1.
The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that's outside. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 strike.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Wouldn't chase that time. Just missed. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground. And it's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Harrison Bader up now for the Mets. That one missed. Nimmo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fought off foul. Two outs. And there's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. His righty-lefty splits there. And that's a strike. Two on, 2 outs. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And the righty deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Mets trying to break this one open here in the second game of the series. Next offering is down low.
2-2.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Huge called third strike against a big bat to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
The right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. That one misses. And now it's even 1-1. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Safe.
Now, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Next to hit, O'Neal Cruz.
Ball
Inside, just missed. The Pirates trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And a pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Up next to the Pirates, the first baseman, Connor Joe.
Stepping in, Connor Joe. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
At the belt and fires. Lindor. They get the force. Inning over. Pirates leave 1. Still down 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And he deals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Baraki also getting ready. And now the 0-1. And that skips in the dirt. Kicks and deals. On the ground, right side. Joe takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Number 35, Adrian Hauser.
And now the pitcher, Adrian Hauser, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses. Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Marte, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The pitch.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Here comes the pitch. In the air, right side. Marte moves under it. And there's one away.
Now back, the catcher, Henry.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. Gets the outside corner with that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Austin Adams up and loosening in the pen. Lopez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Check
2.
swing, no appeal. The Mets leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball inside. They're now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
In the air, right side of the infield. McNeil hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder,
Edward Olivares, the next Pirate to hit. Ground ball right side. Oh, he gloves it, gathers and throws on the money. Nice play. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Oviedo back to work. That one not close. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. And a good eye there. And that one is lifted in the air. Olivares chasing after it. Oh, he can't bring it in. Around second now as they still don't have it. Michael A. Taylor coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 12.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. A strikeout and a walk. That one inside. Ball one. One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the eighth. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. There's a strike. Righty delivers. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Barucki on to pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Andy Rodriguez. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
And batting 9, number 5. Andy.
Base is empty, one away. So up next for New York, Harrison Bader. This one in the air. Under this one. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop-up. Joe has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Andy Rodriguez. The right-hander back to work.
No.
Just missed. Action in the Mets bullpen. Adam Ottavino up and throwing. Braley also throwing. The pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the 3rd baseman. Right through there for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. And the right-hander deals.
And a foul ball. Rodriguez aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
Next pitch is outside.
1-2.
And it goes just foul.
Ball.
Next offering is downstairs.
Ball.
And that one missing low.
Full count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
3-2 now. Swing and a slow roller. Lindor goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So digging in, Andrew McCutchen. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And here it comes. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Off balance feed. There's one. Throw to first. Safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Adam Ottavino out of the bullpen now, and he'll go into the 6th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tyrone Taylor, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing center field and batting 9, number 15, Tyrone.
2 on with 1 out. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. And that's in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. And now the count is even. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside, almost got him. Kicks and fires. That misses. Ball 3.
Full count.
And they're all loaded up.
Now batting, Shortstop. O'Neill.
One down. O'Neill Cruz, the next Pirate to hit.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That's inside. And that is ball one. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here in the second game of the series. It drops in, gets away a little bit. One run across.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And here is Connor Joe. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one.
1-0.
There's a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. The pitch.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. On its way to the corner, and that is foul. Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
No ball. 1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
1-2.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On a line, base hit. Reynolds coming home. taking over on the mound for the Mets, Jorge Lopez.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Rowdy Tellez looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. And that's in there for strike 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Cruz, the lead runner at second. Aguero at first, 2 out of the inning. And the next pitch is way outside. Line to left. This looks like extra bases. Runner around third. 1 runs in. Relay throw. He is safe. And it's 6-5.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Michael A. Taylor, the next Pirate to hit, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. That's in for a strike. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 6 and the Pirates 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Brett Beatty now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Beatty.
And a pitch. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Bounce to the left side. Cruz tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Bounced up the middle. Aguero throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
The right fielder, Starling.
Here's Starling Marte.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That one misses. Ball 1. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Aroldis Chapman getting ready to go. The pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2-2 now. And another ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 6 and the Pirates 5. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Edwin Diaz. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Andy Rodriguez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. The pitch. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Out towards left center. On the move. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. And now the Pirates leadoff man. Just missed. A 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. Yeah, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So it's their last chance in this one. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. They're down to their final strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Ball 1 there.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, Brooke, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 11 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 runners on base. For the Pirates, 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors, they left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes.